What is going on? Can you believe it's Tuesday already? I can't believe it. Anyway, scrap with Grandpa. Had a few things to get done this morning. Did an estimate for my other channel. Went and helped out a buddy of mine I call Daddy Wally get some things done. Made a video for him actually. Then I helped Left-Handed Paul. He bought a like a travel trailer, pull behind. Pretty good size one, about 22 feet wide long. And I pulled that from where he bought it from over to where he's staying at. But anyway, I'm done. A little bit early. It's 2:30. I'm still not ready to go in the house, that's for sure. I like to work 6 or 8 hours a day, at least. Most of the time more, to be honest with you. But I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I picked up a whole bunch of this stuff. It was laying on the side of the road when I picked it up, although it was put there for me. But yeah, look at this stuff. So I sold the Romex all by itself for $2 a pound. So I didn't have to take any of the wire that was inside and strip it down. You know how you got 3 strands in a Romex, the ground wire that doesn't have any coating on it like that. You could turn that in for bare bright if it's nice and clean looking. So I did turn that in. I did not even turn it in as number 1. I turned it in as Romex because I got $2 a foot for it. I mean a pound for it. And I just was like, you know what? It's in my truck. I really wish it wasn't. So I dropped it off in my yard while I was there. But this, my friends, there is no way that I'm going to take this big wire like this, which is number 1 if I leave it like this, but it's so quick and easy to make this just a better grade, and I don't really get a lot of trash from it. So Romex, you do get quite a bit of trash if you strip it all down. So anyways, that's going to be today's video. Some of this is already kind of wound up. I just have to cut it out, but it is already pulled out, stripped. I'll do this big old piece too. Can't believe he gave me that. Anyways, that's what I'm going to work on, but I want to talk to you guys about something. I got a letter, excuse me, I got a letter in the mail today from Mr. Scott Mullaney. Scott, thank you for that letter. I really appreciate it, and was surprised that you didn't just make a comment and that you actually took the time to send me a typed email. So Tom, that's pretty awesome. I'm going to be sending you back something to that address, but you had a question on my channel. You wondered about this book on, but anyways, this book stays in my shop 24/7 because a lot of times when I'm reflecting about something or thinking about something that's weighing heavy on my mind or whatever the case may be, I'm probably going to be right here in my shop. I love my shop. Check it out. I got a nice clock. Great YouTuber sent that to me. Paul, thank you. I had some YouTubers sent me some t-shirts. So I love my shop. Got a bunch of stickers. I'd love to have more from anybody else that wants to send me a sticker. But yeah. This is a book that's in my shop, and I look at it often, and the name of it is 4,000 Questions and Answers on the Bible. I keep it out here because, yeah, I read it. I look at it sometimes. I have questions. I'm curious, and I don't know how many times I've sat down and looked at this book and said, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Oh, wow, that's cool. I didn't know that either. So I'm learning from looking at this book. I want to be honest, I've never read the Bible from the beginning to the end, but it's probably something that I should think about doing. Being my faith is definitely in Jesus and God. This book was made, or author, I would say would be A. Dana Adams. A. Dana Adams. And it's a cool book. There's other books similar to it. Matter of fact, and it tells me, let me see, other titles of similar interest from Random Publishing. Bible Questions and Answers, or it should say 3,285. Baffling Bible Questions and Answers. Bible Quizzes and Puzzles. The Complete Bible Quiz Book. Test Your Bible IQ. I bet that one's cool. I like that one already. What you didn't know about the Bible and who was in the Bible. Which this book actually answers some of them questions, but them are just different parts of the book. You can pretty much open this book to about any page, probably find something that you never knew. But anyways, I'm really not here to talk about this book. I just wanted to share with you that I do like this book. And it's answered a lot of questions for me. What this video is about was what we talked about in the beginning. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm not necessarily going to weigh it up before I get started, but I am going to strip it down without the weight and tell you it's pretty heavy. I'll probably tell you the weight when I'm finished without the plastic. But I'm stripping all that down because it's way too big to be turning all this in. Ooh, look at that. And that's just one of the smaller ones. Into number 1. I might even get Bear Bright for that. Matter of fact, it's according to where I bring it. I have 2 places that I bring my copper. One of them sometimes pays me more than the other. So let's get to stripping this stuff and see what we end up with. We're just gonna call it all Bear Bright for now, because I have a feeling that's what I'm gonna get for it. This has a slick coating on the outside of it, and when you run into that stuff, it can make it so it doesn't go quite as fast as it should be through your wheel, but that is okay, because, and like I say, here, yeah, you can tell that I'm not going too deep because it's not cutting all the way through the plastic, but it's easily enough ripped out and removed. There you go. Look at that. That's Bear Bright. Something. I mean, I don't know. I know that in order to get Bear Bright at your yard, they want it to be the size of a number 2 pencil lead. Well, you can obviously tell that this is not. It has lots of strands, but none of them are as big as a pencil lead. But for me, if I bring it in just like this, it's possible that I get number 1 Bear Bright for that. So we'll just have to see when that comes up. This partial reel, pretty good amount on it. I think what I'm going to do is just try to let it run through and see how it works. But it's a pretty good long line of it, so in order to save me from unwinding it, I'm just going to let it run through. So just like that. And I bought this on Amazon. I think when I bought this particular one, I want to say I paid $270 for it, or $170. I paid $170, $179 to be exact. Yes, I remember. For this stripper, and it's already paid for itself, because number 1, I am not a fan of stripping wire at all. I mean, I am not a fan of it, especially the small wire. All right, the small wire. I cannot stand stripping small wire. I turn it in like it is. I get paid pretty good for it, and for what I get paid, I'm fine with it. I get plenty of scrap metal, guys. I actually had somebody call me a lazy scrapper. He said, you are a lazy scrapper. I'm not going to be watching your channel anymore. I was like, wow. I guess because I wasn't stripping my wire, he thought everybody should strip their wire. It was a wire stripping video. I remember it clearly. Yeah, I was lazy because I wouldn't strip. But let me tell you this, guys. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has their own way of scrapping. Everybody has their own way. And I learned that early on when I first started scrapping, 2.5 years ago or so. I would comment occasionally about something I might have seen, and I had one of my YouTubers that would always tell me, look, scrapping with Grandpa, everybody scraps their own way. So I got kind of accustomed to that, the fact that everybody scraps their own way, and I agree, everybody does. Mine is not stripping small wire. I mean, I get a good price for it. I think I get $1.05 a pound, and yes, copper's a lot more than that, but there is a lot of time, people. I mean, there is a lot of time that it's going to take you to strip that fine wire that comes out of washing machines and washing dryers. And you know, now if you take off the back one, now you're going to get $2 a pound for that all day long, for the cord that comes out of the back of your dryer, or the cord that comes out of the back of your stove. Yep, them are some that you can take a chance at stripping. Might be worth it. But anyway, I'll be back in a minute. I'm starting to think that this 5-gallon bucket might not be the right bucket for that amount of wire that I got over there. So maybe I'll cut some of it down, make it a little bit smaller for my bucket. We'll see how that works. All right, so I did cut it down a little bit, and I feel like it's gonna be a little bit easier to get in the bucket. Although, when as I'm piling this stuff in, I'll smash it down with a hammer. So by doing that, I'm sure I might be able to get everything in there. All right, guys, enjoy the music. Scrapping with Grandpa. What's next? I love this cozy stripper. If I am going to be stripping, I'm going to be doing it with one of these for sure. I'll be honest with you, I don't even like the type that have the drill attachment on the side. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I like to have two of my hands free for whatever I may need them for over here, and not having to worry about running the drill for me. And I think this was really not that much more money wise than one of them are. Absolutely going to make you the most money by spending 15-20 minutes maybe 30 minutes or whatever, stripping this stuff out, turning it into a nice, maybe even a Bear Bright. Number 1, Bear Bright, or just number 1 even. Good with me. I'm gonna just keep grabbing pieces of this till I get it all cleaned up. And when I do, I'll be back with a weigh. So I'll see you then, guys. Leave a comment below. I didn't quite get where I wanted to get. Not quite. Got a pile on my bench. I got a small pile on the floor there. Got 3/4 of a bucket. Half a bucket when I smash it down. Yeah, most of it's done. Got this little wrap that I've kind of pulled over here. So anyway, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Just not going to get to it today. It's already 4 o'clock. My back's killing me. Grandpa is ready to go in the house, start chilling out for a little bit for the night. Before I go, scrapping with Grandpa. See that telephone number? Send me a text message. I'll send you a sticker for free. And I'll be glad to do it. You got it again if you need it. There you go. Send me a text message. I'll send you a sticker. Big Red Bullion. He's also a big country scrapper. You can tell by that shirt. His title fits him. He's big. Sculler Metals. I believe that's a long sleeve shirt. And I actually wore it a few times last year. He has another channel too. It's Up North Mowing Dude. And he basically goes on there and does stuff for free. Just help people out. So go check out Up North Mowing Dude. He's a real cool cat. I like him a lot. All right, guys, that's it. 4 o'clock here in sunny southeast Southport, North Carolina. And Grandpa is done for the day. Hope everybody had a blessed day. Just remember, everything through Jesus. There's no other way. And we'll see you next time. What's next? What's next? What's next? Scrapping with Grandpa. I'll tell you what next. I'm going to finish this wire and we're going to weigh that bucket. So I'll see you then.